Hello everyone, this is Joap Silva. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Thanks again also for supporting, subscribe the channel, and if you haven't yet, please do it so you can keep getting some updates from some of the videos that I've been creating. So today is my first video on Adafruit Circuit Playground Express. As you can see here, I have a board already. I just touched it, very sensitive circuit board, and today I'm gonna show to you guys how to add the LED strip to the circuit playground board, as well adding a button, responsive button, which is connected to the board. When you click it, the button respond, the LED lights respond. There is a sound component as well. So today I'm gonna just show to you guys how to do this. Okay, cool. So let's just start, and all right, so here we are on a MakeCode Adafruit.com editor, which is an online software provided by Adafruit Company. Really checked. I mean, they have a lot of really great resources there for circuitry. Lots of great video tutorials. I mean, lots of software to download and scripts. Highly recommend you guys to check if you are new into the field of circuitry. Yeah, so here in this software we're going to be using blocks, which those blocks are here. Again, you still can see your JavaScript lines of code, which will be installed into the circuit board. Okay, I'm using the Circuit Playground Express version of the board. There's another board too that's similar to this, and let me just show it to you a little bit. The board is the classic, okay, in Express, so it's gonna have a little bit difference. The classic work with Arduino software, and this one here, both works with Arduino software, but this one here you can work directly with the software provided by Adafruit. Other thing too, here in the website is explained a little bit what's all the pinouts, what each one of them do. So it is really good for you to double check and then to learn a little bit more. We're gonna be working with G and D. Those guys here, which there are 3 out of these guys. One here, and one here. There are 3 pinouts. So they are all connected together and are in the signal power ground connection. So I mean, it gives some level of power for you guys to light up whatever it needs to light up to connect to whatever power source, whatever object needs power source. Okay. Other things too that we're going to be working with will be, let me see, some of the internally used pins, which are for the buttons. We're going to be using some of those guys. Let me see here. Yeah, we're going to be using some of them. Yeah, we're also going to be using the volts. This one here doesn't have the volts here. This must be an older image. But there's another pin that's called the volt, and we're going to be using that as well. So yeah, so this is a little bit of, and the reset button, that's another button that you're going to be using to reset the board in order to have the board ready to receive some of the files that we're going to be downloading and installing through our computer. That's the voltage output here. Cool. All right, so let's just dive in and start playing with the circuit board, right? So here in the software, let me just go here a little bit. So here in the software, the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go to loops. We're gonna grab a start, okay? Because I'm gonna just start with the LED strip, and later we're just gonna move on a little bit to the buttons. Then we might add some sound there, okay? So I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna add it, go to the loops, they start, and you already can see there's nothing there in JavaScript. This is empty, okay? And then I'm gonna go, hold on, let me just organize this stop here. There you go, good. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go to light NeoPixels, and I'm gonna install, let me see which one would be here. This one here, set strip 4 to create strip on A1. There you go. That would be a good one. Cool. Click on that, add that on a start. So this is going to be a button A1. As you can see, that's a lot of buttons here. So on A1 will be a button that we're gonna be clicking to do certain things that we want to do. Okay, we also can adjust things out here, but I'm gonna just leave this on A1 for now, okay? And then we can move things around. Cool. So here it's already had LED strip 4, light, things are, that's the name of the strip here. Given the name here, I could just go to just a strip. It's pretty fine. It doesn't matter, whatever strip here, okay? All right, go. So now I'm gonna go to inputs. Now they're working on inputs for the buttons. There's so many different types of inputs here. On switch, you can use switches. On lights, darks, you can use outside sources. On shake, when you shake the board, you do certain things. Oh, let me just delete. But what we're gonna be using, because we're using buttons, I'm gonna just click on this one here, okay? On button, here, just put it aside. Right here on button A, we don't have a button A on a board, but what we do, let me just grab my pencil here. But what we do is we have A2, A3, but I'm gonna just go with A3 right here. Okay, that's all the buttons at A1. You see A1, A2, A3. I'm gonna just go with A3 button. Let's move a little bit so you can see better. Put my camera down a little bit, right there. Good. So A3 right here, okay. And I'm gonna just open this drop-down menu, touch A3. So just for now, so when I click, not click, I change this, but the my button, this button here, will be connected to the A3, okay? And so I need to change this. I'm gonna use up and down. So the up and down here means when the button right now, it's up, right? It's up, and down means pushing down. It means click it, pressed, okay? So I will go ahead here. I have this one. I'm gonna add another thing into this one here because I want to change the lights, and I will go ahead. So when the button is up, let me see. I want to set the strip. I'm gonna go to NeoPixel here. I want to set the strip all pixels. What I want is, so when the button is up, I want all the pixels to be one color. I'm gonna just add this color here, okay? So when the button is up, I want the strip to be this color, okay? So the button is up, that means the button is not pressed. I want it to be this color here. Okay. I want the button, so I can copy this. I'm just select, I'm using Mac, Command C, Command V. As you can see, it's not, it's disabled because this is up, it needs to be down. It needs to have a different function to work. All right. And I'll just delete this one here. Okay. I could add it, but I could add it directly, but I just want to show that you can copy and paste. I'm gonna go now Pixel again, and I want to find this one here, the strip show animation. This is a fun one. So on a touch, when the button is pressed down, the button 3 is pressed down. What I want is, I want my strip, because this is the strip I'm using, I want my strip to show in an animation. And I'm gonna just add an animation here. Let me just use running lights, this animation here. Here I also show for how long seconds I want. So let me just start with half second, 500 milliseconds, and it's already preset here, and we can go from there. Okay. Also, I can repeat, so I'm going to just click here. I also can repeat that, but I would just want to go with 500 milliseconds, and then we can add a few things more there. Okay. All right, so my code is ready, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to just go ahead, I'm going to download. I can rename. Okay, I'm just go ahead, I'm going to download. My code is downloaded, and the first thing that I needed to do, it's now I need to go ahead and add my pins on my board. Okay, so really pay attention. I'm just gonna add my pins to my board. So let's start adding the LED strip first. All right, so I here on my LED strip, this is the one that I'm using. Let's see if I can point out to you guys this. This is the one that I'm using, and I'm going to point out a few things. I have a 5-volt here, and there are other things. That's one that's minus, and the middle one here is DI. Okay, it doesn't explain much, but it definitely has an arrow here connected to the LED lights, which most likely are the green, red, and yellow. That's the one that's working. So here on my, I really reused this LED strip, and what I did was, I just want to show to you guys. The LED strip already had some of the wire already connected to it, like this. You see it? So what I did, I grabbed a alligator clips and just connected to the wires already. Just cut the alligator clips and connected. So you can see the green one here is connected to this alligator clip, which make easier a little bit for me to add to my circuit board. You don't need to do this, but it's soldered here already on a LED strip. And to solder wires here is very easy. Just any soldering equipment, like smaller ones, it's pretty easy to do. Okay, and there are other ways too. You don't need to have an alligator clip. You just can get the wire wrapped up inside of the little holes here, and you're pretty fine. Okay, just make sure that you add it at the correct places. So the first one that we're gonna do here, we're gonna add the white to the vault here. Okay, I'm gonna get the white. We're gonna add to the vault here, and the white here, my white here, it's the power. Okay, the vault here is the power which is connected to my LED. So it's the power. Okay. And then I'm gonna just go ahead with the red, and I'm gonna get the add to the A1. Okay, so add the red to the A1 here. Okay, and then I'm gonna add my black to the GMO. Okay, right here. Okay, right there. So I have them there, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna connect to. I don't even need to connect yet because I need to add my buttons. Okay, the light strip isn't gonna work because the light strip is connected. It will only light up because it's connected to a button. So I also have my buttons here. On this button that I'm using, you're gonna see a minus and a plus inside of the button, and that's the one that you have to play with. Okay, and my buttons, where I'm adding my buttons will be, I'm adding one on the GMO on GND, no, GMO, GND here, and then the yellow I'm gonna add, let's see here, to A3, there you go, which will be the data from the button, which will tell the board that on a touch, so that's the data from the button from here. When you touch it, you will go and the information will be given to the board. Okay, so things are fine here for now, and I'm gonna go ahead. Let me just put my light strip here. It's a little bit, I know that it's hard to see in a video, right there, the light strip there. Good. I have my button here as well, right there. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna download my my code by just clicking on the download button. So there, it's downloaded. And I'm gonna go ahead now and connect my board to the power. This is connected to the USB of my computer, okay? And I would just give power to the board. This is in a reset mode already. If it's not in reset mode, you just click this button here in the center. You're gonna see that says reset. By clicking, you should see all the lights around it. So this is in a reset mode. It will show in your, let me just change this. It will show in your computer, as you can see here, you're gonna show the board here when in reset mode, and this is the file that I downloaded. I'm gonna just grab the file, and I'm gonna add right here, and you can see now my board got ejected. Let me just go to, my board just got ejected. As you can see, you cannot even see the board on the Finder anymore. One second, let me just let me just go back to Adafruit. All right, so yeah, so the board get ejected. Great. Now, if I click the button, as you can see, let me just go ahead here. You are not able to see my, right there, yes. So the button is here. When I click it, the lights play in the way that was told, right? So when the button is up, that's the color that's showing. When the button is down or pressed, the animation shows for 500 for half second. So that's half second right there. Okay, I can change this in so many different ways by adding loops here and say, hey, repeat the animation by just adding the repeat here, and say, hey, repeat the, when I press down the button, repeat 4 times the animation for half seconds, and it would just do that job, which is really, really, really fun. And I will just show to you guys how that works. So I'm gonna just reset. I'm gonna download my code. I'm gonna install it on a board just by dragging and dropping. 1 second. And then my board gets connected, and you see right there, it just gets connected. Now when I click it, look how fun is this. When I click it, it's gonna go for 4 times, right there, when it's pressed down, which is really, really, really fun. So yeah, so there's a lot that you can do, and you can add music, you can add sound. There's a lot that you can do with this. Okay, so hope you guys really, really enjoyed and have a lot of fun. The code is right here. Just go slow with your projects, and you're gonna get things working. Okay, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Please subscribe to the channel. All right, bye bye.